your turn to...
Oh, is it for me?
Consider yourself fired.
Why are you winking at me?
Consider yourself fired.
Hello, and welcome to the JT and Drew Show. I'm JT.
And I'm Drew.
And we're two nobodies talking about nothing.
Consider yourself fired. All right. Well, thank you for that introduction. Welcome back to the show, bud.
Yeah, hey, thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Of course. We're equal opportunity around here.
Yeah.
So legally, we have to invite you back.
Good. I am a little annoyed, I guess would be the word. Because I'm not irritated.
Okay.
And I'm not mad, but I am annoyed.
All right. What's got your goose?
Have you heard that Target, wherever you're from, has come out with a particular line of clothing? And it's not just in the adult section. It is in the baby section. It is in the kid section for...
Yeah.
I don't even want to give them the time of day right now. I'm so irritated. But for the trans, the LGBT plus whatever, and gay community, they have started putting on their clothing with a bunch of rainbows, the word queer, and it is all over the place. Now, I've got no problems with the rainbow, right? Like all the colors.
Yeah.
I mean...
It's usually a pot of gold at the end of them.
Usually, and I always thought that's, you see the rainbow, it's kind of an Irish thing. But I've never thought, or at least it never came in until, the past 5 years, 10 years, whatever it's been, of the rainbow meaning gay. And I think we've talked about this last season. But it is just more and more and more coming into the limelight of everyday stuff. And not just me, but a lot of people are getting irritated and tired of seeing it.
Yeah, because it's not just, it's not like, oh, well, we have a women's section and then a plus size women's section. We have a plus size women's section. We support plus size women. They're going to be at the front of the store. They're going to be in every aisle. We're going to make sure that you know that plus size women are women too. And if you don't buy plus size, or if you don't like plus size, or you don't marry plus size, or you don't date plus size, well, you're anti-plus size.
Yeah.
And you're just a bigot for that.
Yeah.
Because they need their loving too, dang it. And why don't you love them? You hate them? Because your actions say you hate them.
Yeah. If you don't accept this, then...
So they're force-feeding it, man. The agenda, they're force-feeding it. It's not enough to, hey, there's a need out there. The market shows that there's a need for children that like rainbows or the Pride Month or the Pride colors or whatever.
Right.
So we're going to have some of that in our stores to cater to that part of the market, and that's that. No, instead it's, hey, look, it's in your face. And again, yeah, you're a homophobe if you don't agree.
Yeah, well, what
was that video we watched earlier? Oh, you're wearing an American flag? You're a right-wing, racist, wacko, whatever, fill in the blank.
Yes.
What?
Really? Just for the American flag?
Golly, did you wear a mask during COVID? No. Oh, yeah. You really are a right-wing nut job. God, you must hate everyone.
Yeah.
Except white supremacists.
Yeah, and except that guy was a retired Air Force guy.
Yeah. So, it's that kind of mob mentality.
Yeah, and it's... But, go ahead.
Like people have always done with any market, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't like the product or what it stands for or the messaging or whatever, then they've boycotted it. And boycotts mean different things at different times to different companies, right? If it's a significant amount of people, okay, hold on a second. There goes our money. We're losing money now. If it's not a significant amount of people, you're not really going to feel anything, then the company may decide to carry on as is because, well, it's not a significant impact. What do we care?
Yeah. Well, in the news, so Target pushed this out. I don't know how long it lasted, but people have come out really not being very happy that this stuff is out as much in the news as you would see, like, oh, everybody likes this, oh, everybody's changing, all this stuff. And, a few people like yourself or myself are going, God, everybody? Really? Like, this is an everybody thing? I must be like the last man standing. Good. That's a good TV show, but goodness gracious. That, I can't believe everybody is liking this, but they're pushing that information on the big news, the national news, to make you think that, hey, your neighbor is this, and if you don't become like this, then you are wrong. And obviously, that is not true. I don't have to tell you, and I don't have to tell our audience, if somebody is telling you that this is happening or everybody likes it, most likely it's not. It's not everybody. They just want you to think it's everybody.
Yeah, you got to feel guilty now.
Yeah, well, this is a safe space. Come here. You are not like everybody on the national news. We are here to be taken off of TikTok.
Come have a seat next to me or by JT.
Whatever.
Either way.
Whatever floats your boat.
Whatever.
That is still my favorite episode, by the way.
Yes, me too.
And if
you guys are wondering what we're talking about, we are talking about October of season 2.
Yes.
We put out a Spooky Stories episode, and it's pretty good. Y'all should check it out.
Yeah, it's got, I think, the most layered audios that we put time in to editing. That one is still my favorite. But
oh yeah.
Getting back onto subject here. So Target employees have been harassed, and I guess harassed is the word to say, because, they've been yelled at. I don't think any of them have had any fights, but I cannot confirm that. I don't think any physical harm has come to the employees. Again, to the masses, the employee that works at the store does not make the decision on what goes out on the displays. That's the manager or the district manager, and that individual is getting the information from the district or the headquarters. Okay, so your little peon guy that's scanning your stuff or just sitting in that little department making sure nobody steals anything, that's he doesn't get paid enough, or she doesn't get paid enough for you to yell at them or do whatnot.
They're just carrying out the marching orders.
Yeah, so just make sure that you're funneling your concerns or complaints or to the right people, because that person on the floor, that's not the right person. They didn't do that. They're just there to get a paycheck.
And like I said earlier with the boycotting stuff, the squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Yes.
In this case, the New York Post had an article called "Target Loses $9 Billion in Week of Following Boycott Calls Over LGBTQ-Friendly Kids Clothing." And I know there was some controversy there because some folks were saying that Target had partnered with a Satanist brand for Pride collection, and then other people had come out saying, like, oh, the right-wing right-wing extreme media is calling this a satanic brand. It's not. It's this, that, whatever. They're just being extreme and over the top. I've seen a couple of the pictures. I mean, it's pretty dark stuff. And one of the things that they have here, it looks like a magnet or a pin of some kind.
Yeah.
It is a guillotine. And there's a banner on the top of the guillotine that reads, "Homophobe Headrest."
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. That's...
So they chose that company to partner with for the Pride collection for children.
Oh, goodness. If Louis the 16th was here now, I bet his head would be rolling.
But worse.
Yeah. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, just one example. I mean,
I'm sure there's more, but that's a pretty good example.
The old saying, you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. We have been, as a country, what do they call it? Like boiling frogs. We've been in the pot. The water started out kind of cool. It was inviting. It's been a hot year, however many decades ago. Let's get in the cold water. We like it.
Yeah.
And then the temperature gets a little warmer. Okay. And then it gets warmer and warmer. And then it gets so hot that it would be uncomfortable for anyone to just get in. But we've been in it and getting used to it for so dang long. It's normal.
Yeah. And
it's becoming more and more that way. And things are just getting more and more heated.
Yeah. Well, then there's a
ridiculous.
few people that are like, hey, this water's too hot. Let's get out. And some people are going, yeah, let's get out. And other people are like, nah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's really not that bad, it's just a little warm, but can't get much worse.
Yeah.
Let's look at the temperature. I mean, sure, it's not that, it's boiling. Okay. Well, I mean, boiling for some isn't boiling for everyone.
Yeah, I like little bubbles in my hot tub.
You're usually making the bubbles. There was an article earlier talking about how, I think it was some of the people on The View, and there were a couple other more left-leaning journalists or whatnot, but they were talking about how Target has kind of failed on this one, in the sense that not because they put out this Pride stuff, but because they're not taking a stand and standing up for it.
Okay. So
because you will see later on down the line, Target has decided, hey, okay, we've heard you guys, and I don't think they're necessarily going to, hey, we're not selling this stuff anymore. It's going to be more of, hey, here's a section for it.
Right.
It's not just going to be, oh, look, our whole dang store, look how progressive we are, look how much pride we have, that kind of thing. But I think they're going to dial it back a little bit and go, oh, okay, maybe that's not our largest audience. And one of the articles I read earlier this afternoon, they were trying to pin it more on, quote, Southern stores. Well, those people in the South have a problem with LGBTQXQI plus. Yeah, it's just those people in the South, man. We're just not progressive enough to really, comprehend and wrap our mind around it. We're just too bigoted. Yeah, it just gets me going a little bit.
Doesn't? Okay. Well, let me give some JT and Drew advice for not just Target, but any company that kind of may want to roll out the Pride thing. And I'm a third generation Southern individual, so I like to think that I'm Texan. But let's do this. If you are in the business of going woke and you want to see how much product you can push out, okay?
Push and pee, baby.
Maybe start online. If you make headway, or if you're selling out on your online, then maybe push it to a store. See how that goes. Because you got to see where is this product selling the most, right? Because you're going to be able to track your shipment. So, hey, it's going more to the north, or it's going more to the south, or it's going over to California or wherever. So then you can push that product into those stores and may not be in all stores, because you're going to get a bigger payout there, right?
Sure.
Just a little business insight. I don't know. I've learned a few things in my days. Sometimes I have good ideas.
Well, and I would say, too, from a business perspective, I don't think there's anything wrong with catering to a diverse market.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you have to know your market. If, say, for example, city A has men only, 100% men, and you have a store and maybe you're working with a distributor and you're going to sell bikinis. You're probably not going to sell many bikinis for one, and two, you're probably going to have a lot of pissed off men like, hey, well, where are the men's swim trunks?
Yeah.
You got to know your freaking market. If the whole community is loud and proud and they don't care who knows it, okay, maybe you're selling more of that stuff. If they're not, then maybe you don't. Maybe you still have some available for those that prefer that, but you have to know your market. You can't just do the squeaky wheel gets the oil kind of thing, because you're going to lose a lot of your other followers or shoppers or
business.
Your other business, because you're not taking care of those people. You're not taking care of the majority.
Yeah.
It's just my 2 cents. I'm looking at some of this merchandise that Target had for sale.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we're not just talking about like, oh, there's a shirt with the rainbow on it. What do these guys have against rainbow? They're bigots. There is a shirt here that says trans people will always exist.
Okay.
There's another shirt that says queer, queer, queer.
Yeah. That's the one I saw. And I've got nothing against rainbows, right? So I got a little one, an itty bitty one. And we get her shirts that have rainbows on it all the time. But it also has like a unicorn or some other kind of animal that has to do with rainbows. And that's fine. For a child, that is fine. And I would not buy that for my son. I would buy that for my daughter, because rainbows are kind of more or less a girly thing. Not saying that there's anything bad with that. But to have something like that and then the word queer or trans person, or even the one that I saw that said, if you don't buy this, you're a bigot. Really? Like in a store?
Right. Yep.
No, sir. Not me. It's not happening in my town.
Again, you can't force feed it. And I'm not saying that, well, you shouldn't be allowed to have that lifestyle and we're going to condemn you and we're going to find you, burn you at the stake and yada, yada, yada. No. I can acknowledge somebody who's different than me all day, every day. But that does not mean that I have to adopt your lifestyle.
No.
Your principles, your values. I have to, I have to, well, okay, well, sure, that's okay with me. You do you, sure. But on the flip side of that, I'm going to do me.
Yeah. And you're not going to say anything about that.
No. I'm not going to, I'm a Christian. I'm not going to show up to Target and be, oh, well, if you're in the pride section, that means you are not a Christian. And if you don't turn, you're going to burn. And, raise your hand. Oh, you didn't raise your hand. You're going to hell. No. But
there are people out there that are like that.
There are. Turn or burn, baby.
Yeah, turn or burn.
80%.
Yeah, and going on the flip side, there's a lot of people that don't like that, I don't like walking down the street and somebody saying, if you don't believe in Jesus, you're going to hell. You're going to hell and you die. Okay, I don't like that either. And I will come on the show and say, hey, man, this happened to me. Watch your people.
Well, and it's even, it's not a gay thing or a pride thing, or like for me in particular, PDA. I'm not a huge PDA type of person. What
does PDA stand for? I forget.
Public displays of affection.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was in the Airman Handbook.
So, kissing, making out, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
In public, whether it's a man and a woman at a ball game, the row in front of me making out and playing grab ass and whatnot, I'm not a fan of that.
No.
I don't want to see that.
No.
You can do that in the comfort of your own home, car, whatever. You don't need to do it out in public.
Right.
I don't care if that's a man and a woman, a man and a man. a woman and a woman, a man dressed like a woman who's still a man with a woman, or slice it however the hell you want to slice it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it.
Nope.
There's no, picking and choosing. Well, it's okay for these people, but not okay for those. But nope.
It's not okay for anybody.
Nope. On the flip side, when it comes to these protests or rallies or whatnot, I'm 100% for freedom of speech. If you have a cause and you feel like your voice needs to be heard, make your point or whatever it is you're doing peacefully, sure, go out.
Say it, girl.
Do it. I'm not going to take part in it, but you go do it.
Yeah, you do you, boo-boo.
Now, when it starts to turn violent and all the other crap, then we've seen those videos, and they don't end very well.
No, yeah, they sure don't. But
yeah, man, it's just
you haven't
the
said
narrative.
the best part, though.
Well, real quick, the narrative.
Okay, the narrative.
People have to read between the lines, do your research, like we've said 1,000,000 times over, and see what the truth is, period. Not, well, this is what the news is telling me. Because the news would have you believe white man bad, everyone else good.
Yeah.
White man hates everyone else that don't look like him. Yeah. And that's not the truth.
No. Drew sees that every day.
Yeah, with JT, I'm still trying to figure out how to have him not hate me. So what's the best part again?
Best part is what Whoopi Goldberg said.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was that? Whoopi
Goldberg came out and said, I'm sick and tired of this. And I'm not quoting. So I will quote one word that she called conservatives, because we apparently use this for the liberals, and so she tried to turn it around on us and called us snowflakes, because that's what we like to use. Right? I got a message for you, Whoopi.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, I got a message for you, Whoopi, and I know you're never going to listen to this. I have a hat that has a sign that says special snowflake. Get it right.
Yeah, he's a special snowflake.
I have only one feeling, and you will never hurt it.
Unacceptable.
Yeah. I just wanted to plug that in there. Yeah. So, if you ever see me, I have a sign on my hat. It does say special snowflake, and I do wear it quite often because I love it.
Speaking of special snowflakes.
Yes, sir.
So I'm perusing the Target website in their Pride section. Mm-hmm. They have a LGBTQIA plus books. There's a children's book called, well, it says, Nobody Puts Baby in a Pink or Blue Corner. Binary.
What? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's for binary kids.
Nobody puts baby in a corner. That's it. There's no pink or blue.
Pink or blue corner. Binary. There's the pronoun book.
Ooh. How big is it? I wonder if it's as thick as the Bible.
Beyond the gender binary.
Okay.
All boys aren't blue.
I'm red.
Julian is a mermaid.
Who?
Julian.
Oh.
But in Spanish, like Julian.
Got it.
It's a boy.
Is it, though?
Girl, woman, other. The Secret Lives of Country Gentlemen. That's Brokeback.
Speaking of, if you are listening to this, we are on our
Brokeback camping trip.
0 paid for camping adventure.
Yeah, we are.
So
we have lots of camping gear, equipment.
Yeah.
We are going to be traversing about 2.5, 3-ish miles of uncharted territory in previously dinosaur land.
Yeah.
It's going to be an adventure, that's for sure.
It sure will.
We've not done this yet. We've not put our equipment through this type of test. I'm not wholeheartedly sure what the weather's going to be like just yet, but we've been getting a lot of rain recently, so I would venture to say that the water levels out there are going to be a little bit more than what I thought about a week or two ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So Diddy's going for a swim.
Oh, I'm not.
I hope you pack extra underwear because mine are probably going to get wet.
I will not. You can dry them out next to the campfire, and please wear the house shoes. On that, thanks for tuning in and listening to our little rant.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate you. I would appreciate you more if you would like, subscribe, follow, and just comment.
Yeah, let us know what you think about this episode.
Yeah, you don't have to agree with us.
Please
come to us and let us know what you're thinking, and we would love to open the floor for discussion.
Yes.
As I've told JT many times, he doesn't have all the answers, so there could be an angle or two that we're not seeing.
There could be.
Or that he's not seeing.
Yeah, well, apparently when you're irritated, you got the blinders on.
And he's irritated frequently, people. Let me just go ahead and put that out there now.
Especially
if
around
you work
lunchtime.
with him, if you work with him, you know what I'm talking about.
Wink, wink. Bye! As always, we'd like to say thank you for stopping by and listening to the podcast.
Yeah, we realized that you could have been doing anything way more productive, but you chose to waste your time with us.
We look forward to talking about absolutely nothing with you next time.
If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, please email us at
jtandrewshow@gmail.com or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/jtdrewshow.